And action. Hey, welcome back to the shop. And today, this is going to be a short video because I need some help from you. I need some ideas on what exactly to do with my situation. The situation is I've been building a few more planes than normal lately, and I'm kind of running out of servos. And I was thinking about it. It's like, I've used the same servos on most of my planes for about the last 15 years. And they're either the high-tech 545BB, which is the plastic gear version, or the one I really prefer to use, especially on my heavier planes and my scale airplanes, is this one here. This is the high-tech 645 metal gear, and it's a very tough servo. Haven't had many failures with them over the years. I mean, I've had to replace a couple of them because they just kind of quit working. I find on these are analog servos, and what tends to fail on them over long periods of sitting around and non-activity is the pots tend to fail in them. They tend to kind of get maybe corroded or oxidized, and they don't work as well. And so I end up having to try to fix them or replace them. And right now I'm kind of at a shortage of it. I'm going to have to start buying some more servos, especially with that beaver, de Havilland beaver project we're going to be working on. I'm going to need a whole new set of servos just for that one. I've got a couple other planes that I've got over in my storage area that are also going to need some servos added to them as I bring them through the queue. And anyways, what I guess I'm interested in finding out is, it's like I said, it's been like 15 years I've been using the same servo. And I know the technology is so much better now. I know that we've got a lot of these digital servos now, and I'm just kind of wondering if maybe I should be taking advantage of the technology that's grown, but I don't know that much about digital servos other than they make funny noises. That's about it. But I do know this. I've been flying that carbon fiber, or carbon cub over there, that foamy. That was the one I was complaining that was my only plane for like 5 or 6 years to fly. And so the ones that are in there are digital servos, and they're little tiny ones. And the surfaces on that plane, they're not tiny surfaces. They're pretty good sized surfaces. So I just have a feeling that that would be something maybe I should look into. If I could find a good digital servo to take the place of the big analogs I've been running, that might be a really cool thing. So I don't know. I go on Amazon and I look. And first of all, I know that High Tech sells digital servos. I could just get a ramped up version of that. All I got to do is find one that kind of has the ability to move 106. These ones here are 106 ounce torque, and that's pretty much at least what I need. And I know, like I said, High Tech sells them, but they're just more expensive, and I don't know if I'm ready to. These ones here I can order again and still continue to use analog servos, but they're like 30. I can get them anywhere between 35 and 45 bucks. I think the ones that I have seen for digital have been more like, I don't know, somewhere in the 70s. And I'm thinking, I want to be able to upgrade. I don't want to spend just a ton more money. I mean, I just stick with these if that's the case. But here's what I see. I go on like Amazon, and I could see these servos, and they sell them in packs of 4, and they're like 24 bucks. And they are metal gear. They're like 250 ounces of torque, and they're faster. They say they're faster time than this analog one that I use. And so I don't know what to do. I don't know what's good and what's bad. I know probably to stay safe, I had to just stick with the brand names, but I don't know if it's so much more expensive. What I was really hoping for was to find something that is lighter weight, smaller, like maybe a mini sized instead of the standard size servo, because some of the wings I'm building are going to need like 7 servos in them. There's a Corsair that I'm sure is going to need all of those servos. And so, you're loading up the wing with a bunch of weight from that. So if I could have less weight, but then also have more or as much torque as the analog servos have, that would be great. But then I kind of want the reliability as well. And the ones that are in that carbon cub over there have been very reliable. I've flown that thing for 6 years now, and I've got well over probably a couple hundred flights on it. And so I know that there's durable, I know that there's reliable out there. I just don't know. I think those are like E-Flight brand, which I don't know if you can buy those as a separate servo anyways. So I've done a little bit of experimenting from what I've seen on Amazon. I mean, shoot, if you can pick up 4 servos for like 24 bucks, this is one that I picked. And I don't know if, here, this is kind of funny. I've got a remote chicken door on my coop outside. I have a chicken coop, and it's got a door that comes up and down with the sun going up and down. It lets chickens out and then closes and keeps them safe at night. And anyways, I had to change the battery in it, and this is what was in it. One of these very same servos, same label and everything on it. And I thought that was pretty funny. But if a company is willing to put that on their product, and it's a well-known door company, it's one of the more expensive door companies, and this is what they use to drive it, I'm thinking, would this work? Buying these at such a low price, I gotta think, you know, and if you read through the comments in the reviews, people say, well, you know, mine lasted for 10 minutes or something like that. And there's things about Amazon reviews that you gotta kind of read between the lines on some of them. So, you know, if that one broke there, people will give it a 1-star rating if it showed up late, or if it showed up broken because the mail truck ran over it. Therefore, it deserves a bad review. There's things like that. You just gotta kind of look and try to figure out what's really going on. But anyways, what I'd like to know is if you guys have had some experiences with some of these servos, digital servos especially, I'd like to hear about it. And, you know, I just want to find out before I start buying even more and more of these old antiquated ones, if maybe I would enjoy having digital ones on there instead, because they seem like they're a lot stronger. They seem like they're a lot more centering. They center better than an analog servo does. And so I just kind of want to know. So if you could help me out by leaving me a comment down below with the experiences you've had with digital servos, I'd really appreciate it. So anyways, that's it for me for today. Can't wait to hear your responses. And gosh, let's get building.